Today we will talk about education and in USA. The United States boasts a diverse and dynamic education system offering a wide array of opportunities for students of all age and backgrounds. Here's a breakdown of the key aspects. Structure: the US education system is decentralized, meaning that responsibility for education is primarily held at the state and local levels. However, there are some federal influences, particularly in funding and ensuring equal access to education. The first is K-12 education. This refers to the 13 years compulsory education from kindergarten through 11th grade. It is typically divided into elementary school or kindergarten through 5th or 6th grade, middle school for 6th or 7th through 8th grade, and high school is 9th through 12th grade. Higher education. After completing high school, students can pursue higher education of various institutions, including community colleges. Just over 2 year associate degrees and often serve as a stepping stone to a 4 year university. College and universities, these institutions offer bachelor's, master's, and doctoral degrees across a wide range of disciplines. Types of institution. The first is public schools. These are funded by government taxes and are free to attend it. They are typically run by local school districts and adhere to state standards. And the second is private schools. These are funded by tuition fees and private donations. They can be religious or non-sectarian and often have different educational philosophies. And the third is charter schools. These are publicly funded schools that operate with some degree of autonomy from traditional school districts. And last is homeschooling. Parents can choose to educate their children at home following state regulations and guidelines. Grading system: the US uses a letter-based grading system, with a being the highest grade and for being a failing grade. The grade point average or GPA is calculated based on these grades, and it used for college admissions and scholarship applications. Standardized tests such as the SAT and ACT are often used for college admissions. These tests assess students' knowledge and skills in areas like reading, writing, and mathematics. Funding education in the US is funded through a combination of federal, state, and local sources. However, funding disparities between districts can lead to inequalities in educational resources and opportunities. Challenges and reforms: the U.S. education system faces several challenges, including achievement gaps, rising college costs, and concerns about standardized testing. Ongoing reforms aim to address this issue and improve educational outcomes for all students. Additional resources: U.S. Department of Education. What is the difference of education in United States and Indonesia? The first one is the curriculum. In US, decentralized, with curriculum standards set at the state level, leading to variations across states, emphasized on critical thinking, problem solving, and student choice. Meanwhile, in Indonesia, the curriculum is centralized, with a national curriculum developed by the Ministry of Education and Culture, focused on national ideology, character education, and standardized testing. Uh, how about the structure? The structure in US more flexible, with various pathways and options for students, greater emphasis on extracurricular activities and individual interests. Meanwhile, in Indonesia, the structure is more structured and rigid, with a focus on academic achievement and passing national exams. How about the teaching methods between in USA and Indonesia? In US, diverse approaches, including student-centered learning, project-based learning, and technology integration encourages active participation and independent thinking. Meanwhile, in Indonesia, often teacher-centered with a focus on lecturers and rote learning, memorization, and test preparation are emphasized. But in Indonesia also already make the project-based learning. And for assessment, the difference between US and Indonesia, in US, the assessment is varied, including standardized tests, teacher assessments, and portfolios. GPA is a key factor in college admission. Meanwhile, in Indonesia, heavily reliant on national exams and various levels, standardized tests play a significant role in determining student progress and graduation. And in finding US mix of federal, states, and local funding. The significant disparities in funding between districts can lead to inequalities in resources. Meanwhile, in Indonesia, primarily funded by the central government, efforts are being made to improve equity in funding distribution. And how about the access? In US, universal access to K-12 education. However, disparities in equality exist, particularly in undeserved communities. Higher education is expensive and access can be limited by financial constraints. Meanwhile, in Indonesia, increasing access to education, but challenges remain, especially in remote areas. Affordability is a concern for higher education. And what is the difference of teacher training in US and Indonesia? In US, requirements varies by state. Teacher preparation programs focus on pedagogy and subject matter. In Indonesia, standardized teacher certification process, ongoing efforts to improve teacher quality and professional development. And the cultural and context in US emphasize individualism, creativity, and personal achievement. Meanwhile, in Indonesia, values collectivism, conformity, and respect for authority. In summary, the US education system is known for its flexibility, diversity, and focus on individual growth, while the Indonesian system is more structured, centralized, and emphasize national values and standardized testing. Both systems have their strengths and weaknesses, and they reflect the different cultural context and priorities of the respective of countries. Okay, guys, to know you, to enhance your understanding about the education in USA and the difference between education in USA and Indonesia, you may see the video.
There are schools all across the world, and believe it or not, they're all very different. Hi, I'm Chelsea with EduBirdie, and today I want to take a deep dive into the American higher education system. The majority of schools in the United States are federally funded, which is why they are referred to as public schools. This means the attending students don't pay a tuition like they would for a private primary or secondary school. However, other fees may apply, such as paying for lunch. Though a majority of public school funding comes from federal means, local and state funding also play a large role in the success of the school and its district as a whole. Private schools are a bit different. If you plan to go to a private school, you will have to pay a fee to go. Though private schools must also follow the same state educational standards as public schools, they are often more focused on certain educational values upheld in the school, such as religion. States are typically able to make decisions about various education requirements in public and private schools, such as certain classes students must take to meet education standards for graduation. However, there are usually 4 core subjects seen in every school, no matter what state you're in: history, science, math, and English. Upon graduating from high school, students are awarded a diploma. Along with this diploma, if students plan to pursue higher education, most colleges will expect either an SAT or ACT test score to determine your eligibility for attending the university. These tests are important, and many students find themselves taking specific classes or watching study tip videos to prepare for the exam. If you want to hear from our team, you should check out our SAT study tips video, which you will be able to find a link in our description. Whether you take the SAT or ACT test will usually depend on what location of the country you are in, as many coastal schools participate in SAT tests, while Midwest students take the ACT. It doesn't really matter which test you take as long as you meet the minimum requirements for that test, which are determined by what college you apply for. Unlike public secondary schools, public colleges will still require students to pay tuition. This may include fees for living on campus, classes, technology, and more. Students may be advised to pick their college based on the type of degree they want, such as a 4-year or 2-year degree. Though not all jobs need higher levels of education, some students choose to get an associate degree while also in pursuit of their bachelor's degree at a 4-year university. So why even get degrees? Because some jobs require certain types of degrees, such as a TV reporter needing a journalism degree or a teacher needing a degree in education. Think of it like keys to enter through a locked door. As you earn your degree, you may have more job options in the working world. In the US, the highest level of degree you can obtain is a doctorate, which can take several years of schooling. But as you attain this higher education, you may be able to receive more compensation in your day-to-day job. Don't forget to use our 10% off code, Chelsea10, for a discount on any student issue. Do you have any more questions about American schools? Let us know below. And thanks for watching.